Learning never exhausts the mind. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. Poor is the pupil who does not surpass his master. While I thought that I was learning how to live, I have been learning how to die. Time stays long enough for anyone who will use it. Iron rusts from disuse, water loses its purity from stagnation. Even so does inaction sap the vigor of the mind. He who wishes to be rich in a day will be hanged in a year. Where the spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art. All our knowledge has its origins in our perceptions. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. He who loves practice without theory is like the sailor who boards ship without a rudder and compass and never knows where he may cast. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed and the first of that which comes, so with present time. Blinding ignorance does mislead us. Oh, wretched mortals, open your eyes. Marriage is like putting your hand into a bag of snakes in the hope of pulling out an eel. The function of muscle is to pull and not to push, except in the case of the genitals and the tongue. The smallest feline is a masterpiece. The natural desire of good men is knowledge. I have wasted my hours. You do ill if you praise, but worse if you censure what you do not understand. Just as food eaten without appetite is a tedious nourishment, so does study without zeal damage the memory by not assimilating what it absorbs. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. Art is never finished, only abandoned. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. Nature is the source of all true knowledge. She has her own logic, her own laws. She has no effect without cause nor invention without necessity. Water is the driving force of all nature. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. I am not poor. Poor are those who desire many things. Our life is made by the death of others. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. Reprove your friend in secret and praise him in public. God sells us all things at the price of labor. Patience serves as a protection against wrongs as clothes do against cold. Tears come from the heart and not from the brain. He who walks straight rarely falls. He who can copy can do. Just as courage imperils life, fear protects it. He who thinks little errs much. All knowledge which ends in words will die as quickly as it came to life, with the exception of the written word, which is its mechanical part. He who does not punish evil commands it to be done. It is an acknowledged fact that we perceive errors in the work of others more readily than in our own. No counsel is more trustworthy than that which is given upon ships that are peril. He who does not value life does not deserve it. Beauty perishes in life, but is immortal in art. He who possesses most must be most afraid of loss. Why does the eye see a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination when awake? Who sows virtue reaps honor. Life well spent is long. Where there is shouting, there is no true knowledge. Intellectual passion drives out sensuality. It's easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. The beginnings and ends of shadow lie between the light and darkness and may be infinitely diminished and infinitely increased. Shadow is the means by which bodies display their form. The forms of bodies could not be understood in detail but for shadow. Painting is concerned with all the 10 attributes of sight, which are darkness, light, solidity and color, form and position, distance and propinquity, motion and rest. Anyone who conducts an argument by appealing to authority is not using his intelligence, he is just using his memory. Knowledge of the past and of the places of the earth is the ornament and food of the mind of man. Common sense is that which judges the things given to it by other senses. Medicine is the restoration of discordant elements. Sickness is the discord of the elements infused into the living body. The human foot is a masterpiece of engineering and a work of art. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. I have offended God and mankind because my work didn't reach the quality it should have. He who is fixed to a star does not change his mind. Human subtlety will never devise an invention more beautiful, more simple or more direct than does nature, because in her inventions nothing is lacking and nothing is superfluous. The human bird shall take his first flight, filling the world with amazement, all writings with his fame, and bringing eternal glory to the nest whence he sprang. Every action needs to be prompted by a motive. Each man is always in the middle of the surface of the earth and under the zenith of his own hemisphere, and over the center of the earth. The senses are of the earth, the reason stands apart from them in contemplation. Nature never breaks her own laws. The mind of the painter must resemble a mirror, which always takes the color of the object it reflects and is completely occupied by the images of as many objects as are in front of it. Beyond a doubt, truth bears the same relation to falsehood as light to darkness. Men of lofty genius, when they are doing the least work, are most active. Our body is dependent on heaven and heaven on the spirit. I have always felt it is my destiny to build a machine that would allow man to fly. You can have no dominion greater or less than that over yourself. It is better to imitate ancient than modern work. Science is the captain, and practice the soldiers. Which quote did you like the most? Share your views in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Daily Dose so you don't miss the upcoming videos.